Okay, hi everyone. Before we start Black Sun mode, I'm gonna do the world boss. So today's world boss is actually something that you guys don't have yet, which is the Hadum boss. It's a dark version, or rather the Hadum version of Red Nose. He's the boss that gives you the armor shards for Hadum gear. And he has a lot of high damage attacks. That was one of it. You gotta dodge twice for that. Hang on. Okay. Is the screen okay for you guys? Okay, let me just restart the stream. There's some lag. Okay, it should be better now, yeah? Nice on horse. Meiwa Awakening. I actually think that class looks very fun. I was very tempted to change to her as my main, but I couldn't give up Lan's mobility. Endgame basically means like the end of the game itself, meaning like in this case, right, I'm actually trying to refer to it as the late game that we have, which is like 1.5 year of content ahead of you guys. This is not our usual guild map. Were they trying to kill someone here? Max level of camp is 8. So you guys are very near already. You are at 7. And we had 7 for a very long time as well. still can't use the horse. Shy would be the character to counter Lan. Stupid system. Alright. That's a Berserker, by the way. World boss drops, right, is totally random, other than when you deal enough damage to them that you get the highest amount of drops. Other than that, right, it's completely random. So take for example, right, it's best to deal as much as damage as possible. But even myself, right, when I got my ancient sub-weapon from Nova, I didn't even equip my world boss alchemy stone. I usually do that, but on that day, right, I actually forgot to swap it. Yeah, Lan is a pretty late class. No, the Awakening is not out yet. If it's out, I will definitely be using it. This is Ascension. 98k of points. No, it's already 88. Lan is our third last character in terms of the order of updates. So you can imagine it will take you guys quite a bit of time before you get Lan. Nice, my guild member that has been killing everyone. Shuts. My auto attack was off. He locked out already. You see my lock was gone, so the guy already locked out. And you can tell from the points difference as well. Hi, Roderick. Easier way to level alternates. Yeah, if you watch that stream that I did, I think 2 days ago, right? If you see the Reaper, how fast it took me to level the Reaper, you'll know it's really very fast. I think it was one and a half hour to get to 70. Overall content would definitely be Tamer lah, because majority of the content in the end is still PvE. So Tamer is still strong. This guy actually has higher CP than me. Okay, it's time to escape. Ouch. Okay, yeah, it's likely that I'll die because there's a whole bunch of them here. It doesn't look like they are chasing me though. They probably find it too much of a hassle to chase Lan, I guess. Nah, no worth it. That guy only has 4k points. Better for me to change off the map. Global update tomorrow. I think you should be getting your Dark Knight already. It's already been 2 weeks. Typically for us, right? Every time you have the pre-event, the following week will actually be the actual release of the class itself. Oh wait, I should go there. I think my guild member have met those guilds, those 3 guild people that I was running away from just now. No, that guy is the I think number 3. Number 3, yeah, one grade higher than me. Hello, Musume. Wait, saw someone there. Nice. Time for the next guy. Only got the assist points. Only 1 kill and 2 assists. There's a lot of points to be gotten here. If it's going this direction, it should follow. Strongest meal class would be Giant. Hi, Anshari. Black Pearl. For Korea shop, right, it's actually quite close to what we have. So good stuff to spend your Black Pearl on would be the chest that gives the chest that you spend 1080 per to get to open 10 boxes. Typically that one has a better return, and of course the golden chest is the best. This is the Basilisk Map, which you guys don't have it yet. It's in the Valencia continent. Your main quest storyline has not reached there yet. Hi Yogi, or should I say Yogi? Not sure. Okay, this map may be good. Oh shucks, there's a few of them here, getting ganked. Okay, there's one more guy coming. it's okay. This person is not strong. I don't even know their names. Okay, one dead. That used to be the second strongest guild. They are about third now, I think. Okay, pro guy. He only has 2k points. Looks like it's all my guild members here left. Yeah, that was a mini guild versus guild actually. I think it's time to change map. Nothing here left to kill. Second strongest, I guess, is a tie between the Blade Master or Musa and Berserker. Specifically Berserker, not Gladiator. Because recently they buffed Berserker. But still not top tier yet, even after the buff. Yes, Warrior, I would consider Warriors quite dead because you don't see much Warriors in our endgame now. Where is all the people? Where are all the people? It's 500 plus worth of points here, so can't be no one here. Okay, I think majority of the points are actually my guild members now. Yeah, ninja class is probably going to take a while because the devs already said they have problem with balancing the characters, the character skills for mobile. They gotta make a class that is auto attack friendly and not too imba, not too OP as well. Yeah, dead. Well, Warrior may stand a chance if they continue to buff Berserker. Nothing here. Breath of Life / Creation. I have no idea what that is in the Chinese. Three slot mystical should be happening soon from you guys. This one only has 2k points. What's the point? Honestly, I feel like mystical three slot should be coming very soon to you guys. So there may not be a need to. There may not be a need to actually go for level 2 now. Well, but 3 slot does require level 2 to craft, so it may not be that bad. The 3 slot requires 3 of the 2 slot level 2 in order to craft. No, I didn't play on global. Oh, that was a complete kill steal. I think we lost him. Okay, it's time to go find others. Yeah, 3 slot is 3 level 2s to craft. If you look at the actual stat difference, right, the 3 slot mystical only has 5 more attack and 1 more slot, but it is still your best option to get before you get Abyssal. One additional crystal slot may not sound like much, but 6 does make a difference. There's still people here. Okay, let me just take a quick look through the chat. Berserker used to be very bad. I would say now he's somewhere around average. Archmages, we do have the Awaken one. Awakening for witches. Berserker is pretty good for Berserker for mass PvP. Nah, not really. Sorry, when I said Berserker, I was actually thinking of the Giant again. Because Black Desert Online has it as Berserker. The name of Giant. 400k points here. I guess it's okay. There's one guild member here though. Oh, this is a high point person. High score person. Damn. Okay, what's what I'm gonna do? If you're bored, why not change to DK? I mean, it's not like you lose anything, right? It's just starting a character from new. It's not like you're spending pearls to do a class change. The main point of the game in the end is just to have fun at this initial stage. When you reach the stage that like what we have now, right, then you'll be much more vested. Wow, 2 million points here. Might be a great map to farm. Nice. That's 30% of what I have now. I just doubled my points, guys. This is what happens when you get into a map that is full of the guild member here. That's how you earn points in this Black Sun mode, when you have high CP anyway. Nah, no point chasing. I'd rather go look for the rest. The people that's in this guild. Oh, sorry, the rest of the people from this guild in this map. It's not my stream having delay. I'm really focusing on the Black Sun. That's why you see me being slower on the chat. But there is a slight delay by default though. Ah, okay, the breath thingy, I understand what you're saying already. We can only get them from actually doing foraging. But the good thing in desert survival mode is that there is this 3 of the same kind of dungeon instance where all you do is forage or gather in order to get a boss to come out, and that boss gives you a lot of these materials. Oh, there's action here. Although it's more like action almost over. Okay. That's fast of him. Okay, let me just take a quick. Oh wait, there's someone else here. Actually, it's just the same guy. That's a berserker. That's a destroyer, by the way. Okay, let me just quickly catch up on the chat. DK Awakening, I will do a conversion to DK Awakening sometime soon on stream, so that you guys can see how it's like. Yeah, future content you'll get Mystical very easily. I mean, look at how I've been feeding all my Mysticals to Black Spirit. There is no 3 slot for Red, only Ancient has 3 slot. So Ancient was actually, it actually used to be Red, basically, but the devs decided to change it to a different grade because it was so much harder to get. And the amount of boost that it provides is definitely worthy of being another grade. Yeah, don't bother spending your Black Pearl on accessories now, honestly speaking. I don't think it's worth it at all. If you have already done so, then just make sure you get enough to get the resonance effect. Yellow plus 5 or plus 6 is fine. Wait, someone hitting me. Now I need to pay attention. It's just the same guy. What a waste of time. And he just resetted my ability to exit this map. I just ignore him. Don't need to bother, only 5k points. Okay, I'm going to continue farming here a bit just so that I can catch up on chat. Okay. You will eventually be able to craft level 2 from 1 slot. So it goes from 1 slot to 2 slot to 3 slot. I think you can look at my gear progression video. I actually covered that in the video already. This is the Black Sun mode where we get items that gave us materials for buffing the Stone of Balance level, as well as a chance at getting Void Gear. But that is as good as non-existent. It's very late, by the way. Class weapon change coupon is very late. If you're talking about from the change of base class. Awakening is better for Meiwa, Ascension better for Tamer. Okay, let me show you guys what's the use of the points. Okay, so the use of the points is here. As long as you get 300k points in each session, you get 50 of these. This gives you the ability to get items like this, the Void Grade Alchemy Stone, Void Grade Armor, which, like what I just mentioned, is almost non-existent, meaning that no one has ever gotten it before in both the Taiwan and Korean servers. You get the Dark Currency, the material for buffing Stone of Balance, and all of these crystals that are meant for selling to vendor for silver. So this is 100 million, this is I think 10 million, and it goes further down. Then on top of that, the ranking there's now 2 sessions of Black Sun in a week. So if you get that, first ranking gets this, then so on and so forth, 2nd to 5th, 6th to 10th, and 11th to 100. Then there is the guild ranking as well. So now the guild I'm in is one of the number 1 guild where they always get the number 1 ranking. Okay, let me just go to where my guild member summoned. I think there's nothing much here already. They have killed most of them. Okay, we will switch to another map. Yes, this is Lan. Huntress is better, I would say, than Windwalker. Although Arena Windwalker would be stronger, but the rest of the content, this poor guy, I don't want to keep killing him. Okay, what was I gonna say? Orange accessories will stay relevant up until it is +6. +6 is common for everyone. Almost everyone anyway. For example, people who start playing since it was since mystical orange accessories were out. I didn't say yellow is better than red, right? I said yellow +5 or 6 is good enough versus orange full set +0. Especially if you have to spend so much black pearls on orange accessories. But if you are a pay to win player, right, you don't even need to ask me. You should be just spending to get what you want, right? My advice is more for F2P players that advise on saving for just using yellow +5 or 6. Later, after Black Sun, I will play Reaper because I have not finished the Reaper quest yet. Oh, there's 1.7 million points here. I gotta focus. Though majority of it may just be my guild members. Wow, lag fast. Oh no, crap, too many of them. Ah, okay. The second CP person is here. The second rank person is here. Okay, not worth losing my points again for that. Okay, we gotta work hard to get the 300k points back. Now I have lost about, I think, 80 or 70k points. Taiwan BDM, we are 5 months away from 2 years. There's only 140k points for me to earn here. It doesn't drop to 0, or rather, yes, it will drop to 0 if you don't restore the scroll for accessories. If you don't use the restoration scroll, by using the restoration scroll is a 100% restore chance, so that's not so bad. The pain, or rather the cost from enhancing accessories is the accessory itself, the material. Using accessory to enhance accessory. The guy instant lockout. What exploit are you talking about? Was there a bug? The only way to change your seasonal weapon outfit is to refuse it with another golden or yellow costume, so that you get a 100% chance of getting back the yellow costume, but the stats may change. Yes, this is my main character. Whether for DK, whether Shadow or Darkness is better, I can tell you that in the past, Shadow was better, but they buffed Darkness, so I'm actually quite keen to change my Shadow to Darkness, and I will try it out in the stream for you guys. It wouldn't matter to you because you wouldn't have the Darkness tomorrow anyway. You will be getting the Dark Knight with Succession. And when they release Awakening, they will give you guys a free chance to change it to the your Ascension to Awakening class. Highest CP in my server now is 25k. So for us, right, when they give the change scroll from Ascension to Awakening, typically, right, they will only give you one for each update. But for us, right, because we got the Ascension gradually. For us, we got Awakening first, then Ascension. So because we got the Ascension gradually, what happened is that the sorry, let me just set up something quickly. What happened is that sometimes they give you one, sometimes they give you one each. So it really depends on the devs. Okay, I'm back. Let's go to another map. there's no points here to gain. Okay, that's a really stupid exploit. The one on the accessories. I mean, stupid in the sense that the devs actually let something like that happen. That's just poor design. Forget it. I'm using MEmu player. If you want to wait for Lan and Shy right, it will be a very long time. So maybe better if let's say if your next class after Dark Knight is Tamer, right, I will recommend getting it. Okay, there's not much points to be gotten here. Let's go to the next map. Path of Glory, you definitely need 6 classes. It can be different classes, it can be the same class. My recommendation is to get at least 2 range characters with 4 melee. And try to get them fully equipped with Mystical. That might sound a lot, but by the time you guys get Path of Glory, Mystical should already be a common thing. Oh, hi Indra, Rosario Indra. Not very late, just almost an hour. Okay, we got the 300k. Unfortunate that we lost about a 70k points just now. It's fine. It's typical in Black Sun anyway. You gain some, you lose some. Awakening Sorcerers for sure. Tamer succession in this game mode is it's not that fantastic, but it's okay. It's not terrible. Raid equipment from Valor. No. Some of my guild members have, but personally myself, no. Because the way Fields of Valor works, right, is that only the boss will drop the raid equipment. And the boss usually dies before you get, unless the boss spawns right beside you. Otherwise, usually by the time you just do a simple dash over, right, the boss will be dead already. Siege War live streams would depend on when we actually have Siege Wars. No one is challenging us actually. We've been holding on to for our castle for quite a bit of time. I will show a bit on how I spend my black pearls typically later. Hey, hi Kichan. Glad that you have been watching my DM videos previously. DM was really fun. My LAN is Ascension because there is only Ascension now. I am waiting for the Awakening to be released as well because it looks stronger than the Ascension. Okay, I think let's go to the warp point. Misty is very strong in Arena. Is there someone behind me? Damn. Auto target failed me. Anyway, that person is locked out, it seems. Actually, there's only 1.5 minute left. Unlikely that I'll get further kills. So I should just go to my guild maps. Guild's map and level. Yeah, there's no max level now. They just make it so hard for you to level. I think I've been on this level for 1 month, 2 months? Maybe 2 months, closer to 2 months. Essentially every day with 24-hour farming I get about 2%, almost 2%, less than 2% XP from constantly leaving my character farming in Hadu mode, because Hadu mode doesn't give you loot that will cause you to be overweight. Nerfing of classes, yeah, there have been classes that have been nerfed before, also classes that have been buffed before. In the past, typically what they did was when the class was newly released, right, the class is very OP, then gradually they will slowly nerf that character. Buffs are a lot more frequent though. They frequently buffs the original classes, original 6 classes, in order for the 6 classes to catch up. Yeah, Blackstones, don't worry about Blackstones, they'll be very common in future. I'm not sure whether the rating is refreshed yet. Nah, it's not. Okay, the ranking, sorry. Okay, so now that we have finished this mode, let's do some Black Spirit race. This is the last of the event. Tomorrow when we have the new update, it will be gone. Okay, so before I start, let me just make sure I'm up to date on the chat. Siege War. Of course, if there's 2 parties hitting you, right, it's definitely difficult. Otherwise, it's way too in-buff for the defending party, right? The whole point of the mode, right, is to make sure that there is enough challenge such that the person holding the castle is the same. It's not always the same. Defensively, you get a bit of only a slight bit of advantage. We get 100 CP per level after level 80. From level 75 to 80 is 16 per CP, 16 CP per level. Okay, I actually have banquet, but never mind, it's okay. I can forego the banquet. Let me just check on something quickly. Okay. You should craft the 3 slot because it's still not going to be so easy to get rid in future. Which honestly is not that strong. Archmage I barely see people using. The Art Magician, which is the Awakening, I do see people using. Where are we? We are in Heidel, not in the other map in Medea. Highest level in my server is 92. Highest level in Korea is 93. I am like the second highest level. Damn, stick. Okay, let's go. Oh crap, I missed that. I'm gone. I will definitely be losing this then. Oh, actually not last. I thought I'll be last. Okay, the last skill actually came to us fairly maybe about 3-4 months now. It wasn't something that was very early added. It was quite a new update actually. Skill books. The typical places to get the Ascension or Awakening skill books will be the Ancient Ruins. Of course, the higher difficulty Ancient Ruins. Banquet, which I understand that you guys don't get it from Banquet yet. Fields of Valor. That's another place to get the skill books. Then the Desert Survival mode as well. Well, when I played the game, right, I could already buy Black Pearl costumes with Black Pearl, and I started this game when they were already, let me think, they were already 7 months in. So you guys are earlier, even you started at an even earlier stage than me. Nice. Edina coins, the best way is actually just clearing the temples. The temples are your greatest source. Other than that would be manually farming, going from spot to spot. And also only to farm when there is bonus event, because the potions that you have is limited. The holy water, or sorry, the pure water. Okay, so let's switch to Reaper. Before that, let me just double check. Okay, these are leave for overnight farming. So for MP, actually it depends on classes. So take for example for Shadow, right? Shadow actually uses MP quite heavily. Just go to Shadow then, since I'm talking about her, and since you guys are getting her. Yeah, Lan and Shai is actually one of the two strongest for endgame right now. CP requirement for level 99 bosses depends on the boss actually, because there's 20 plus bosses in total. Okay, yeah, so I was going to talk about the shadow skills. So you see the shadow skills, right? They always help you regain MP because there are modes in shadow that uses MP. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So the moment you choose to use one of these buffs here, you will spend MP. So for example, for this you spend 30 MP, 30, to get additional hit. This you get you cause bleeding effect to your opponent, which means it's good in PvP. But for myself, right, to ensure that I always have MP when I use this skill, I only activate one of them. It's actually okay to activate both. The most you can activate is 2, otherwise you will not be able to regain enough MP back. Because the moment you activate this, right, you will spend MP instead of gaining. So if you look at this, right, typically this regains 15 MP for you, but if you activate it, it becomes a spender instead of a gainer. Okay, back to Reaper. Okay, I think there was the question on the boss, right? So for Red Nose, level 99 difficulty is 12k. It gradually increases by a little bit for every boss until eventually the very last boss is at 18.5k. So for us, right, we actually have a Hadum boss rush mode where the CP is much higher. Okay. I actually need to do quests on this character. Oh, I completely forgot about world bosses for her. Okay. If you already have 2 red gear, clean orange. What do you mean by clean orange actually? Because to us, clean orange means not even enhanced yet. Oops, you guys saw? Yeah, I caught my mistake, Tifa. Reaper is really spin to win. No, Tower of Trials, you can choose to put your main, but it doesn't make sense. It's a mode meant not for your main. It's meant mainly for when you choose Tower of Trials. You actually can't choose the main character. Let me just double check. For mine, yeah, okay. So, oh, but I will get the rewards. Let me just think about it. Never mind. I'll get it later. I need to do the relic fragment drawing. I can show you guys the rate of getting Abyssal relic. It's not easy. so I can chat with you guys at the same time. So here. Okay, so for us, right, other than auto of the drawing of the relic using the fragments, we have the auto feeding to the relic altar in the campsite. But obviously, because mine is all level 100, I can't choose that anymore. You can also feed to the Black Spirit, but it's not worth it because the amount they give you is the same as the normal gear, so it's not worth it. So we have one mode where we can sell it for silver. This actually gives us quite a bit of silver. So for me, right, I do not need the mystical at all, so that's why I do auto selling for mystical as well. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, this is not Korean server, this is Taiwan server. We use normal boss rush ticket to exchange for Hadum boss entry. So you still need the normal boss rush ticket, the boss stamp, but there is instead of exchanging 3 for 1 entrance to actually fight a boss, we have to exchange 100 plus 1 Shadow Knot item to get 1 ticket in the Hadum boss rush mode. The typical rate for Relic is somewhere around 300k fragments for 1 red Relic. So it's really quite bad. I have been playing for about 1 year, 3 weeks, thereabout. Almost 3 weeks. You are on 10.6k CP where? In which server? For Tower of Trials, right, when you first get it, right, you only need to put 3 characters in, not the 5 that I have. It will gradually increase. Max level for Ascension skills is 10. And max level for skill training effect, I suppose you are talking about the passive skills. So for that, the attack, defense, and HP is at 30. The rest is at level 10. Do you guys have a orange relic now? Yeah, the rate is about 0.01%. And by the way, we actually have a double drop rate for I think Abyssal and Mystical relic for like forever now. Few months already. What is Black Pearl's chest? How many Black Pearls does that give you? Oh, okay. So you have Orange Relic, but it's not easy lah. Probably Orange Relic, the drop rate for you guys now is like Abyssal for us. Oh, nice. You got your Orange Relic. skill training effect, the one you feed all useless books to. For us, we don't have a limit now. Mine is at 243, I think. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Abyssal. I've spent about less than 100k. Ah, okay. I think I saw this black pearl chest that you guys were talking about. We actually don't have something like that in our server. So black pearls typically we buy, white pearls as well. Black pearls is a lot more common. Ouch, 5,000 plus for Relic and no orange, that's very painful. My advice, right, is to only go all in terms of cash. Oh, nice, another Abyssal. My advice is to only go all in on cash for these such items, right, when they reach Abyssal. So take for example for Relic, right, even now I'm still using Abyssal Grid. For accessories, Abyssal lasts us for a very long time. Abyssal gear will also last you for a very long time. So try to go all in terms of spending cash only for Abyssal stuff and not for mystical stuff. Of course, mystical stuff will last you guys a while since it's fairly new to you, but Abyssal is the one that will last longer. You know why my reaction for Abyssal Rally is not that great? Because what I truly need is to use a whole bunch of Abyssal Relics to enhance my current Abyssal Relic. I have been very unlucky with my Abyssal Relic. I can tell you guys that I've failed at least 30 times. 30 plus times. More than 30 times. Very unlucky with my enhancement on the Abyssal Relic. With the amount that I spent in terms of the number of relics, right, I should have plus 5 for both, which is the maximum already. So I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy in the top 10 that do not have plus 5 relic. Double plus 5 relic. Clean is assuming plus 0 and without enhancement. Then you gotta get that. Because I think you were saying that you have 5k CP, right? I gotta scroll up. I think you mentioned that you have 5k CP at global. So you have to pump up your orange for sure. I think I shared in my gear progression video. Enhancement is more important than the grade. Because enhancement you can carry over to Abyssal. If you need to spend on enhancement. Because the moment you change your grade, even your enchantments need to change as well. Tower of Trials, okay, for Tower of Trials, right, there's really not much to make on, as in the video, because it's simply just a AFK mode where you select classes to go do this Tower of Trials offline, so to speak. Okay, it is offline because you can log out and they will still be completing the Tower of Trials. And it is a very straightforward system where it's purely based on the total number of CP for those characters that you are sending to, on which tier they will complete. So take for example the Hadum Tower of Trials. You need 63k CP from 4 characters to finish farming up to level 50. So it's a very straightforward thing. It's just a numbers game. Yes, it's very lucky to actually get a red relic in less than 100k fragments. So take for example, right? Last night overnight, I let it I think draw about close to 1 million fragments. I got 3 Abyssal relics. This morning before I went out, I left it to do it again for 700k plus fragments. I only got one. So getting under 100k is definitely good, very good in fact. In future, right? Orange plus 4 relic is going to be so common in events actually. I have a bunch of plus 4 orange relic chests that I have not opened yet. Which is why my advice, right, is don't spend money on the orange relic now. Spend it when you have Abyssal in your game. You are using 1 slot orange to craft 2 slot normal gear. Then use 3 of the 2 slot normal gear to craft lever 2 slots. Then use 3 lever 2 slots to craft a lever 3 slot. So all in all, you need 27 1 slot mystical to craft a lever 3 slots. Dark Knight is average in our M game now. Lancer is worse than average. Which Blackstone grade are you talking about in terms of selling in global server? Where do I mostly find my silver? So for my silver, right, it is mainly my main sources of silver, I would say, is from the merchant tree. Every day's merchant tree gives me about 200 plus million to 400 plus million. But a typical run is about 200 plus. A good run is about 400. Then the other source will be, as you can see from silver, from drawing these ancient relic, right? Sorry, drawing the relic fragments, my silver is actually increasing a lot. If you look at the silver figure jumping, I think from last night when I started doing the overnight drawing of the fragments, I have gotten about almost 5 billion now. But the greatest source for me is actually from boss stamps. When you can do the high tier boss stamps overnight, you usually wake up with a very handsome amount of silver. If you want to do Tower of Trials, then yes, you need a minimum full set of armor and weapon for your character, for your sub or your alternates. So for example, I'm using my Reaper now. I've already given her full gear as well. Mystical accessories and Abyssal gear, yeah. Price will definitely drop in future for all grades except the yellow one. The highest tier that you can use for pumping the gear enhancement level to 40. That highest grade stone is the highest grade stone that you can sell in market, even for us now. We can't sell the force enhancement stones, the orange ones. Medaya Soft you can't clear with 2900 CP. It's been a really long time since I did Medea South at Leon map. So I probably have to look into the CP itself, the CP requirement. Best class in PvP in terms of what? Arena? Group PvP? Sun War? Black Sun mode? Which mode are you asking about? Sushi is the best. It's just a matter of getting the better grade of sushi. I didn't know that you guys are calling it sushi here as well. In Taiwan server, they call it sushi as well. Just that it's in Chinese. And they call the that other stone that only gives stats capsule in Chinese. Because it really does look like a capsule. Hi Patrick. Okay, thanks. I'm glad my videos are of help to you. If 1 grand blackstone costs over 4 million silver now, and you already have your gear at plus 40, please sell them all, because in future you will definitely drop in price. It's not going to be at 4 million for sure. Sell them all and get your silver. Sushi is the critical enhancement stone. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I'm getting a bit bored by this. I'm sure it's boring for you guys as well. And I want to see the quest progress. We have completed the quest. Ouch. Mystic will win. In terms of arena. So best class in arena is I would say Mystic, Striker, Lan, Shy. Yeah, it's not much. Damage is quite low as well. Okay, what can we do with her? Probably I'm gonna start doing Path of Glory. We are about 1 week behind on from Korea server. Sometimes we get the same update at the same time, but sometimes we are 1 week behind. So take for example, right, Korea server just got the revamped Sun War mode last week, where now Sun War requires you to get 500 kills on your team before the opponent's final boss gets spawned. So in other words, right, they are basically forcing everyone to participate in mass PvP instead of what we have in Sun War now, where everyone just goes for the boss and a couple of huntresses do the defending. Okay, let's do Path of Glory. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, didn't even see that there's this. But I have already finished my Adina coin, so it's fine. With the new buff for Berserker, they are average. They used to be worse than average, so now they are average. They are not good enough that you see people changing to them. Now we don't have Black Pearl chests. We do have merchantry mode that gives us a lot of Black Pearls, as well as cash for Black Pearls. So you see my Path of Glory setup, I have two range characters. One is the Archer, which is placed in the first line, right at the center, the Huntress. Then I have the next range character that is placed here. While there definitely must be two melee characters together in the same line with the Huntress, so that those two characters will be the one rushing to the front, hitting the mobs, while the Huntress is dishing out damage from the back. And this also means that the two mini classes here will be absorbing the damage and tanking the damage. For me, right, my CP is very high, so you will not see that in effect. But when you guys first get Path of Glory, it's not going to be easy. Except for those high CP character, of course, those top CP characters. Yeah, there's a graphic bug. Of course, there's always Abyssal raid event for Shaka 2 in the past. In fact, I myself is waiting for plus Abyssal raid for accessories in Shaka 2. Wait, I should use this. That's why I have, I think 143 million Shaka 2 gold coins left. Storing up and waiting for that plus rate. Yes, it's a good idea to main Reaper. I think 2 days ago when I did the stream, I was like, they really buff her a lot. Her that spin to win skill, right, used to be very slow. Now it's like zooming all around the place. Okay, why did my Huntress foolishly went into the fire? Oops, missed the boss. Ah, it's fine. My dog can definitely take the damage. Hi Avery, thanks. Appreciate that you guys, my videos have helped you. There are events that they give out. There is also a need to buy it. If you are the type of character who wants it all the time, right? Then more often than not you need to buy it. Even if they do give it out, you will finish it. Personally, I have it on all the time because it gives the plus 10% Black Spirit gain, if I'm not wrong, if I didn't recall wrongly. There is more than weapon changing exchange coupon for swapping class. There's a whole bunch of items for it. Each of them costs 6k black pearls. Max CP you can get as a F2P player. So I have seen lucky F2P players who got 21 plus K, sometimes even close to 22. But those are really really lucky. Typically, I would say that the average F2P player is about 20k. Yes, you can do that. Change class, change of the base class. Because I was doing the guides as per the post, right? So I have not had the chance to upload the video that shows my class change. But anyway, it's not very relevant in a sense to you guys because it will be still quite some time before you even get it. Probably more than half a year. Because there's so much content that you can get before they even need to give you guys the class change content. Okay, let's see if my Reaper is lucky again. But again, this is only one entrance lah, so let's give me a 3x. Nope, the very opposite of it. It will take you definitely quite some time to get to 20k CP if you start my server now as a new player. I would think that about 16-17k should be very doable. Okay, let's do the bonus tickets for Path of Glory. All 28 of them. Red gears and accessories now in Taiwan server. Yeah. Look at my Reaper. Okay, granted she does have these, which gives about 1000 plus. But you would have these anyway, just that it's not 1000 plus. The difference may be, the actual difference may be about 500-600. Don't forget that my accessory is actually worse than the average player, average main player, as well as my gear. Everyone has ancient now, honestly speaking. My relics are also still only orange for my alternates. The high CP I have is actually from my family, which is about 10k. So let's say you, as a F2P player, I would think that the average family CP now should be about 7 to 8k as well. So take those all in factor, right? You definitely have more than 10k. You typically get a sudden increase in CP when there's new content being released, basically. So for example, a new Path of Glory, a new season of it, or when they release new totems, new grade of totems, when they release the awakening for relics. There's so many points where your CP increases. Because the good thing about this game is that they constantly come out with a lot of content. Like seriously a lot. I think, although I call this Endgame, right, I'm pretty sure they have enough content to last them all for another year. At least another year. Okay, go for a quick water break. We have the Great After Ancient. I call it the Void Great because the literal translation is actually Void. But it's non-existent in the sense of the chance of getting them. The only reason you see more in Korea server now is because recently when they did the second year anniversary event, they actually added the Void Great Alchemy Stone to the Hadum Merchant that it randomly spawns at no specific time, at a completely random time. So that's why you see more of that. Otherwise, they are still in the same state as us, where maybe one person has it. That kind of state. The 16 in accessories item. That's the totem. So we just got the red totem. For you guys, when you first get it, it will be the mystical totem. But it will be quite far lah. We only had the mystical totem when Abyssal accessories were a common thing. So you do this. No, I have not played or seen more games with other games with more content than BDM, more substantial content than BDM. In where? In Path of Glory? Yes, you can. I know there was someone in Taiwan server who previously did like 6 huntresses. So you can imagine the amount of arrows flying around. I'm from Singapore, Ahmad. You don't need to leave your game on Black Spirit mode, right? You can just turn on the sleep mode. Oh, ouch. Why my character die? Why are there so many of these mobs here? It will be every week. Every week there is an update. Even for us, since the game started, it has been every week. Of course, some weeks there's not much of an update, but at least there's some events. I do recommend getting an PC emulator for this game, because in future, especially when you get hard mode, right, you will be doing overnight farming a lot. For me, it's like 24-hour I'm farming in hard mode. Then even before hard mode, right, when you accumulate enough boss stamps, right, sometimes you can spend. I think my highest record was I spent 4 days to clear all my boss stamps. 4 days of 24, almost 24 hours of doing boss rush events. Other than the amount of time outside of boss rush, for example, doing specific events or world bosses and merchantry, basically all the daily content. Hi, Fire and Ice Gaming. No, we don't have Striker Awakening yet. We only have the Striker Ascension, which is Grand Striker. But we are getting it this year. The devs have already teased the Striker Awakening, Mystic Awakening, and Land Awakening. Yes, there's definitely players who got banned for using third-party programs. They ban it on a monthly or quarterly basis. I can't remember. I think it's monthly. Let's go. Come. Let's give us something good here. Ooh, red. My heart stopped there for ouch. 1.5 is very painful when you are using 28 tickets. I would have wished deeply for 3x rather than 1 red medal when I already have Ancient. You're talking about PvP? Because if it's PvP, Berserker doesn't stand a chance against Grand Striker. PvP in terms of Arena, 1v1. Okay, let's see. We got 7 orange mystical or orange chest and 1 red. One, just one. Since like the what? Wait, what? My God, 5,600 of these materials only give me 10%. Wow. That means that I need 50k of those materials to level from 29 to 30. Yeah, it's necessary to level up at least 5 of your characters. Now, if I include Tower of Trials, sorry, if I include Tower of Trials, right, it's going to be 5 plus 4. So maximum you need about 9 other characters in your family fully equipped. I mean, but it's fine because you guys won't be needing it so soon. The first content that you need for your alternate characters, right, it would be 3. The first time you get Tower of Trials, you only need to send 3 members in. This is the totem. So this is the stats that it gives. The effect that it gives here is the cheat death effect. It also gives you similar to the sushi, the critical enhancement stone, the +1 for accessories instead of gear. And oh, you also have 2 enchantment slots here. So this was the one that I was talking about that the Taiwan server calls this capsule because it really looks like a capsule, you know, the medical tablet kind of capsule that you take for medicine. Okay, let's do a bit of enhancing. Try our luck with some enhancing. So here, no, here. Let's try the sub weapon. Wait, before that, right? Let me just feed the Black Spirit level. I should be able to level now with 696 chest. It's quite a waste. This could have been doubled the amount, but oh well. Yeah, we got the level. So if this was double the amount, I would have gotten 279.30+%. That's another 8 CP. Okay, so what I need to do, sorry, short-term memory loss. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, the enhancement. Okay, I should probably go into banquet for this. Show you guys the banquet that we have now also. Wow, Versa, you got 2 of the pink medal or insignia. That's really lucky. Okay guys, I will probably have to end my stream soon. I'm gonna have some time to do other stuff in real life. Probably another 10 to 15 minutes. That's all taken. Let me just go to another area. So banquet, right? The stats of the enemies depends on the highest CP. So you can tell why it takes me so long to, because my CP now is lower than even F2P players' main characters. People who have not invested in the game. Okay, so enhancement. Okay, before that, I think there were some questions about late game. What do we do with our Bloodstones? So this is what we do with our Bloodstones. We feed them to craft a better Bloodstone that is used for the Roman numeral enhancement, and it takes a lot. Okay. Let's see. Wait, did I not put any? Oh, forgot to take this sub weapon out. Okay, let's try our luck. Appropriate 4. That's not good. Okay. Minimum requirement for the highest level of the 3-man Tower of Trials. Let me do some research on that because it's been so long. Only remember the number required for the Hadum Black Tower. The Hadum Tower of Trials. Yes, you need the plus 50 critical damage, not the Black Spirit Reach. Black Spirit Reach is useless. It's like a filler stat, honestly speaking. All you need is critical. Because once you get critical from your Alchemy Stone, you can then enchant the other stats on your, for example, for your helmet and gloves, right? To other stats, like HP. Ouch. 100 stones and we are down to 2. Gee, you know what? I feel like trying again. Maybe on my main weapon itself, since it's an alternate character. But I'm risking the resonance effect because I have 3 here. Yeah, it's fine creating extra alternates with purpose on, because for the trial content, right, it's not like you only get something when you clear all 60. Oh, sorry, I can't go in here. You actually get some rewards per level that you clear. And for you guys, right, when you first get Tower of Trials, like, you will not get the 60 levels that we have now as well. If I'm not wrong, you get the 45, up to 45. Or 40, I can't remember. Okay, so when it comes to all the different kind of enhancement mode that you can do, between 10% and 100%, right? I can tell you guys that if you want to try your luck, just go for 10%. Don't go for anything like 90% or 80%. Because when you fail once on 90%, you need to succeed another 9 times just to make it balance out in terms of the amount of resources you spend. What this means also is that if you're unlucky and get fail twice, right, then you need to have 18, you need to succeed 18 more times for the resources to be worth it. So it's really not worth it, because at the end of the day it's ING. When you're unlucky, you're unlucky. As long as you have chance to fail, you will fail. So if you want to try saving resources, my suggestion is to just go for 10% if you want to try your luck. Otherwise, go for 100%. Personally, I don't try my luck because I know sometimes my luck really sucks. So I can tell you guys, those that I can set 100%, I will always set 100%. As straightforward as that. Okay, let's be a bit ambitious and try this. Let's see if we can get to 7. Okay, let's go. Yeah, fail. It's honestly very common to fail. The important thing is to hope to get this 50% chance to restore successfully, but we did not. Okay, let's give it a try again. Nice, restored. Okay, let's do the alternate, the backup gear. Maybe we don't go for 8 immediately, we go for 6 first. Okay, let's try this permutation. Oh, then up, 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 up one more, up one more. Nice. Okay, so probably find another chance to slowly up this from 6. Hopefully up this from 6 to 8, so that I can give to my main character. This is actually the Lance sub-weapon. I don't use macro for nighttime grinding, and I don't recommend using it because macros are still considered as third-party programs. Risky, but up to you guys. So for us, right, because Hadum mode gives us loot that do not cause us to be overweight, we can effectively farm non-stop in sleep mode. PvP stone better than critical. Well, have you seen my main character's critical enhancement stone? Okay, I'll change back to her. $390 plus $390 is 780 CP. Plus 7 to all gears. After plus 40, every plus 1 of the gear gives you 40 CP. So that is 7 times 40 is 280. So 280 plus 780 is 1060. Of course I'm using this, right? Not to mention it has 10% PvP damage, plus damage and minus damage. If you are in arena, then yes, I agree that you should be using the PvP stone. But other than that, no. We are always using enhancement stones in our guild wars, node wars, sun war, black sun mode, all of it. This is the best stone that you can get. This is BIS basically. Tamer, you can stay ascended. Warrior, sorry, Giant is a toss up actually. Between the Ascender and Awakening, each have its pros and cons. But you see more Titans than Destroyers in our server now, which I feel is also because of the fact that we had Destroyers first before Titan. So everyone changed to Titan and then they didn't change back. For sure, Ascension for Huntress. The rest of the class is a toss up, honestly. But the rest of the class, at least for those that you guys have, Paladin and Warrior, not worth it. I'm doing it enchantment with mystical because this is my backup gear. If I do get it up to the level that I want, then I will be doing the transfer. When will you get pink alchemy stones? When red alchemy stones are so common that they need to give you pink alchemy stone. Okay, now I need to switch back to my main to answer that question about the stone of luck. I will always choose Ascension Ranger because there's not much ranged characters in this game. The Awakening Ranger is basically a rogue. Classic rogue with melee range. Okay, what was I gonna do? Yeah, okay, Stone of Luck, right? Yeah, I have Stone of Luck. It's the most of the players in Taiwan server, I think they still keep it at red. For me personally, I keep it at pink because when I do overnight farming, etc., I actually use this stone. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't pump it up to pink lah, because it's I actually use this a lot lah. Ascension for Tamer. Okay, I think I'm gonna answer last question on the Black Pearl before I end the game. How do you get stones? You draw via the fragments. But it's not easy. So the other option would be buying from the cash shop. But usually when they sell you guys, right, it's always a percentage chance to get it. It's gacha. It's not 100% chance. For us now, right, because the state of the game is very advanced already, we actually have it as a guaranteed drop. It's just a matter of more or less. Okay, I'm not gonna try this anymore. We can keep it for another day. Okay, let's go for the cash shop. Go for Tamer. Between Musa, DK, or Tamer, if you want a good character for endgame, Tamer. Okay, so gonna do the last thing on cash shop. So obviously I'm from Singapore, so my prices are in SGD. But if you look here, right, it costs us 23.27 SGD, which I guess is about 15 USD now. Actually, let me just do a quick check. Yep, about 16 USD. So for 16 USD, I can buy 12 critical and some enhancement stones, which is the sushi, 800 black pearl, and 200k of the alchemy dust. That's an example. Now, question on how I spend my black pearls. I spend it on this chest here, where if it's full and it has valuable stuff such as like restoration scroll or boss stamps or ancient ruin tablets, I will buy them. For these, right, if you ask me for a 6 slot, right, it's considered quite bad because the items here aren't that great. Unless you are someone trying to get your ancient gear, then yes, you need this. This is the Karanda boss shards. There is 13 totem though. Okay, for the sake of you guys, like for value, right, I'll just buy this so you guys can see how the gold chest works. Okay, so now it's like a gacha system where you try to see if you can get 12 items and some rate. So we are unlucky here, we didn't get 12, we only get 10. So I'm not going to continue further because it's really not worth it. Well, actually, these two restoration scrolls make it worth it because just these two alone has more value than 750 baht per already. But I'm going to show you guys the other mode. This is essentially, this is called Lucky Shop. So for the Lucky Shop itself, right, these are the things that we can get. So, Abyssal Relic, completed pink accessory book, meaning this is equivalent to 24 of those pages that I shared in my accessory guide. This is the necklace one, which means that this is 36. So let's just do a quick purchase. Okay, so I guess the luck is average here, only 3 particular items. Oh, and it's really terrible, the result, because I only got 3 Abyssal Lightstone fragments, 5 mystical accessories, and 30 orange chests to fit to Black Spirit for level. Okay, let's try again. Ah, this is much nicer. 5 of this. Okay, so let's go. So 2 sushi or rather critical enhancement stone, another 2, 10 mystical accessories, 10 black spirit chest, 3 light stone. So these two aren't that great. Oh, this is terrible result already. And all black spirit only. Let's give it a try again. Nah, 3 is average. More importantly is getting something good out of this though. See? Accessory. We have an Abyssal accessory. That's not too bad. Ah, nice. 7 critical enhancement stones. And then another 2 here. The rest is just okay. This is nice though. 30,000 of this material for the accessory enchantment. Okay, I'm gonna stop spending here because tomorrow we have new update and new cash out items. Maybe they'll give us something good for Black Pearl. Okay, so first off, I probably need to open what I have just bought. Normal result. Wait, is this? Nah, it's just normal stone. Normal red stones. So when I do my alchemy stone guide in future, I'll run through all the different grades and I'll do a gacha video on the fragments as well as the synthesis. We use them for enhancement, the critical enhancement stones. Wait, oh, there's so many questions. By the time you get, are you talking about Path of Glory or Tower of Trials? Because you just combine the two of them. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody main uses Lancer / Paladin as main in Korea Taiwan server now. They do use their alternate for playing PvP. Awakening Witch is also for PvP. She's stronger in PvP than PvE, I would say. But she's not like the other classes that are like super strong in PvP, like those 4 that I mentioned just now. Okay, I want to go back to my main. So we just got 13 enhancement stones from this. This is the 43 mystical relic. I have 176 chests of them. That is not basically not in use. Okay, I have 34 critical enhancement stones now, so probably I can try to do a bit of enhancement. Before I end the stream. I'm running low on dust. Oh, actually I haven't done my merchantry for the day yet. Okay, so there was a question on what we use with the alchemy stones, right? This to do enhancement. Okay, wish me luck. It's really not easy to upgrade these stones, right? This is effectively Roman numeral 16 because when it was the red grade, right? We actually have to go through 10 of the Roman numerals. When you change it to the pink grade, it becomes alphanumeric again. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Let's just set up to 10. Okay, wish me luck, guys. Let's hope we get at least one, hopefully one, because I have seen Korean broadcasters trying 1,000 plus stones and failing them all. I'm not joking, 1,000 plus stones and they failed all. I myself failed 600 plus previously. Okay, not a good start, but let's see. Up, up, up. Come on, succeed. Looks like no for today. Highest CP is about 25k CP. Yep. So now you see, right, why it's easy for us to get enhancement stones, or rather critical enhancement stones, because it's very easy for us to finish using them as well, without getting anything. Okay, I'm gonna do merchantry, then after that I will end the stream. No, not worth it. Okay. Wait, why is there no music? Or is my volume too low? Okay, I think there's a bug where there's no music. Only sound effects. Okay, now we got the music. So see, the reason why I don't use this clicking, right, from town, right, even though it saves me one click, is because there's this stupid bug right now where he makes one big round before he leaves exits town. Okay, been talking so much that I forgot to look that it was actually time for the activity to change. Okay. So if I had succeeded on the critical enhancement stone just now, each level gives about 40 CP at the Asian grade, pink grade. Yet at the red grade itself, each level gives 20 CP, sometimes more if you get the next tier of the enhancement. Meaning the enhancement level to your gear for red, right, it progresses slowly from I think 3 or 4 to 7. I think from 3, yeah, from 3 all the way to 7. Reaper PvE is good, but Tamer is still stronger lah. Tamer is still stronger than Reaper in terms of PvE. But Reaper is already very good, so. Okay, boss stamp is a definite buy. Okay, it's fine not buying this. You get this in merchantry mode where you do all the purchase. So for example, just now, I'm not sure if you saw, I also bought it, the orange one. from the vendor. But when you guys first get merchantry, unlikely that you will be getting this potion. You may not even have. I think you should at least have the auto doing of the activities. But because without this potion, right, the activities you will have to do it manual. You have to load the actual activity. So there are instance dungeons that you go inside, even in these activities sometimes. No, should not have bought that. There are only. Luckily, I do go all 3 places, so that's not so bad. No problem on rerolling, because honestly speaking, you guys are still at a very early stage of the game, so it's not as invested. And Tamer is actually quite fun if you ask me. For those players who enjoy PvE content, Tamer will definitely appeal to you. Okay. So this is where you buy the potion to speed up, or the elixir to speed up your runs, as well as to do the auto completion of events or activities. Only 1 tile selling. I'm not gonna buy this. 1 tile buying this item, I mean. Okay, so you can buy these and okay, sold. So for me, I have a lot, so I'm not buying most of the potions or elixirs. But when the elixir was first released, right, we only had the level 4 card. So the level 4 card doesn't allow you to buy so many potions. So what happened was that potions back then is something that you really need to reserve or conserve. You gotta get the maximum value out of it. And in some situations, you don't even use them. You just do it the manual way. I think that's all golden. Level 80 cap would be quite a bit of time before you guys get it, because after all, you just got the Ascension. You probably need to get a few more classes along with the Awakening before you actually get the level 80 cap. Because you can imagine they are actually going to release all the different kind of content to make you create alternates in your family, and also to get them geared. Content like Tower of Trials, Path of Glory, etc. So only after that then would they be adding the level 80 cap. But I do remember when the level 80 cap, when we had the level 80 cap, it was definitely during Hadum. It was around the same period. Slightly earlier. The level 80 cap was slightly earlier than that. So when you guys first get your merchantry, right? You without the auto, right? These they actually removed the quest. In the past, there was this quest where you actually go into instant dungeons, very similar to those that you go into as part of the main quest. Don't worry, you will definitely reach level 70 before they do the level 80 cap. You have plenty of time for that. You probably have a few characters at level 70 before you get the level 80 cap. Because likely they will give you guys the Fields of Valor before give you the level 80 cap. Otherwise, they are simply torturing you guys to no end in trying to get from 70 to 80 without things like Hadum mode, without things like Fields of Valor. In fact, they are already torturing you guys. Because we actually got Fields of Valor quite soon. Just that it's a lower level Fields of Valor. 3 months in, like what you guys almost 4 months in, like what you guys have now, right? We definitely had Fields of Valor already. Fusing always gives you the same costume if you talking about the yellow or golden one. That's always the same one. If you feel and get the purple one, that may change. That may be a different costume. But because your costume pool now is very small also, so not much choices there. But as the game progresses along, naturally you guys will get more. Yeah, I can imagine because previously, right, I think our 60s to 70 were via Fields of Valor, not like you guys now. They're really cruel to you guys, honestly speaking. Yeah, sure, when I get a chance to do Siege War. No one is challenging us now. Accessory shop? Which accessory shop are you talking about? The one that you have in global now where you have to spend per to buy? Oh, you know what? I think I have idea what you're talking about. We also have that shop, but nobody buys anything from there anymore. The cash shop, right? This one? But the rates are terrible for this. It costs you 10 per just to change. Otherwise, you wait for 2 hours. The highest we can get is Abyssal. But effectively, no one uses this mode in our end state now. Yep, no one is challenging us. I have played for about 1 year, 3 weeks. Silver is only for a few of the accessories. Most of them is black pearl, especially the better ones. You should definitely save your orange 1 slot. because you need 27 of those to make one 3-slot orange liver 2. Not to mention that you can use them to gear your alternates as well. The holy water for entering Hadum, we get it from the converting light stones. You use light stones to create the holy water. No, Abyssal is definitely better than orange 3-slot. It's just that Abyssal is not easy to get. At least for you guys lah. So no harm trying to go for orange 3-slot while you wait for that red gear. Okay, because I have food to spare, I'm taking a longer route to get more activities done. Okay, I might not have enough food to make it to the town. Okay, just enough. Farming for equipment by killing monsters on field. Well, we do get Abyssal gear from monsters or from Hadum mode, and also from field lah. But because we are mostly in Hadum mode now, so even if we do get Abyssal gear, we usually feed them to Black Spirit in order to get the materials for crafting the pink or ancient gems. Okay, I calculated wrongly. Never mind. 116, 84. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit more by 200. Okay, that ends the merchantry and my stream as well. The class that's most competitive for PvE is without a doubt Tamer. Tamer Ascension, which is the Wolf Queen. I recommend changing job instead of Warrior Awakening. If you want to go for Abyssal directly, by all means go ahead, man. Orange 3-slot honestly is just a filler. But it's a decent filler because it takes quite a while to assemble full Abyssal. Today's run is quite good. We got 400 and about 420 million, 423 million. So that's pretty good. This is the class that is the strongest PvE. I'll touch on Hadum gear when I do the guide on Hadum mode. You guys don't need to worry about it. It's still quite far for you. Not yet anyway. Probably half a year at least. Okay, a bit pointless. If I go here. Only 11 minutes left on this, so pointless. Let's go here. What job you want to change to really depends on what type of game you want to play. Hey, so this is Tamer. Check out her AoE and speed. Okay, I am ending my stream now, guys. When I do the next stream, I can answer more questions, no worries. So, bye everyone. Thanks for watching today. Wow, ouch. Why am I taking so much damage? Oh, because this is the spot with a lot of the gunners that's attacking me from range. And that and the fact that I don't have any potions on me. This spot is probably better. Probably I should get some basic pots. Okay, bye everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next video or stream. I may not be doing a stream tomorrow because I have some in real life stuff to do. For example, grocery runs. If I can stream, I will try to give at least an hour notice. Otherwise, I'll definitely do up a video on the patch notes review for you guys. Since you guys are getting, you should be getting Shadow tomorrow, rather Dark Knight tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone.